Hi there. Hmm. I am not set up yet at all. I was a little bit stressed, so I'm just gonna go live, run an ad first, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Uh, get rid of the Shovel Knight captures. Add source. Ooh, they updated it. Add a new screen capture. Open. Dolphin. Oh. Okay. There we go. Let's. I'll send a stream notif now, I guess. Hello. Right. I'm uh I'm taking the setup slow today. I was a little bit stressed because it was like 5 minutes before I was supposed to start and I had no idea what I was doing. So I'm just gonna have some crisps and we'll just chill while I get things ready. If you're wondering what crisps I'm eating Walker's French fries. They are by far my personal favorite brand of crisps. They never not hit. It's so fucking good. Ah. Felt like speedrunning and doing some more karting today. So I'm doing Mario Kart Wii, Retro Rewind, a massive massive mod pack spanning over 200 track recreations. I'm thinking something like all DS tracks would be fun. I'm not even gonna bother with the fucking Blue Sky post. They never get any traction. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I fucking love French fries. Right. Dolphin. Video. And then also Dolphin audio. Add source. Application audio capture. Single application. Dolphin emu. Okay. Is that the right one? Okay, yes. Let's go ahead and put that under captures. Dolphin. Audio. Okay. Oh crap, there's something else I need to capture as well. So, because I use Linux, it occurs to me that, so I can't use regular LiveSplit. It's just not, it doesn't have a Linux build. So I have to either try and use regular LiveSplit with Wine/Proton, and that doesn't work. There's also a shitty, like, light web version that I could use, but that seems like a ball ache to capture, and also I wouldn't be able to look at chat while I'm using it. And then there's also a completely different software called Libra Split, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of all I've got. Certainly one of the big, like... Oh, this is kind of a gap of my Linux experience. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. Let's actually put this in the right place then. Zoom in so that I can crop the window properly. There we go. And boop, 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 boop. There we go. I don't remember what the size of this this little viewport here is. I'm gonna have to go open the fucking thing in GIMP and check. The video, I'm noticing that, oh god. I'm noticing the video does not update while the window is not rendering. That's fine. You can still hear the audio, you know it's running. I'm sure this is great content. I mean, I can't be entertaining when I'm stressed, so I don't feel... 1440 by 810 is the size of the little viewport. If we do 1440, that's not enough. Why isn't that enough? Oh. Oh man, I don't fucking know. Is it because I haven't done the other cropping yet? I mean, it's good that I get this done now, because I do really like this mod pack, and I would stream it again. Your position is supposed to be... over here? No. There we go. Over here. There we go. And then what? 1440. That isn't enough. It's not wide enough. Why isn't this 16 by 9? Does this game not fucking run at 16 by 9? What if I full screen? 1440 by 810. That's not big enough. Oh, there's a crop on the bottom now as well. I swear to fuck, this game runs at 16 by 9. I can scale it up to that size now that we're... This isn't great. I might need to move it down a tad. Does this not scale properly? Oh, fuck it, it's close enough. I don't know what that's about. Output, no, canvas. No? There we go. Okay. This is terrible content. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm finishing my french fries now, so there'll be no more eating going on. Let's just check my controller first. Yep, controller's working. Now I need to get the speedrun timer. Let's go ahead and go look for that. I have it somewhere. I don't know where it is. Speedrunning, Libra Split. Where the fuck is it? It's called Libra Split. There it is. So I have done this before. I have used it before. It's kind of inconvenient, because for whatever reason, like global hotkeys don't work properly. Okay, add source. We can do it again. Screen capture. Add a new screen capture. Libra Split. There we go. That looks nice. And now we just pop the window. We rename it to Libra Split. Put it down here. Or rather, it's an overlay, so put it there. Do 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 do. So I have done this run a couple of times before. I uploaded it's not public, but there is an unlisted speedrun of this category on my YouTube channel, and it's on my speedrun.com page, which I believe is my same name. Let's just say, call it that much. That sounds about right. Scale to window, let's stick it... Ah, crap. It doesn't look great. I can give the chat a bit less vertical height, that's fine. Sort of give it like that. Maybe a bit more. Properties, like 450, so that I can just stretch it out a little bit. Hello! Enjoy your sleep. Do 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 do. Eh. We'll call it that. Now I can move the chat back down. Give it a little bit of breathing room. 550. No? Did not expect the first 15 minutes of this to be set up, but that's fine. Ah, perfect. There's a lot of extra room, but that's okay. Just check my mic mute still works, because sometimes the hotkey stops working for some reason. Like now, it stops working for some reason. There we go. Ah. Okay. Now all I need to do is double check the rules. Let's see. I need to go check the speedrun.com page so that I know I'm following the rules. Console tracks, retro, DS tracks, bikes. How was my run before? Right, it was disabled items. Okay, show rules. If I'm playing on Dolphin, I'm required to enable the input viewer setting. Input display enabled. And then also for category rules, I have to show my race 1, Froome, run, and versus race settings before runs. Okay, so there's my race 1 settings. There's my Froome 1 settings. I guess I want to use what? And then also my versus race settings. So hard, all, yeah, hard CPU, all vehicles, choose tracks, no items. There we go. And I get to play with a whole host of new skins. There we go. There we are. This is what my me looks like. It's a decent approximation of myself. But of course, for the sake of optimal, we must be a Funky Kong. So it will be Rob. Oh, this is cool. They added this in an update. That you can just straight up choose your drift here. Manual. Okay. So, to recap, the goal is to beat all 16 of the DS retro tracks. That's Figure 8 Circuit, Yoshi Falls, Cheap Cheap Beach, Luigi's Mansion, Desert Hills, Delfino Square, Waluigi Pinball Shroom Ridge, DK Pass, TikTok Clock, Mario Circuit, Airship Fortress, Wario Stadium, Peach Gardens, Bowser Castle, and Rainbow Road. Let me just make sure that... Okay, great. So I do have a time here already. I uploaded it. It is the only run currently in this particular category on the speedrun.com page. But I know it is not great. I know personally that it is not great. So I am ready to bring it down just a tad. 3, 2, 1, go. I've not played this game in a while, so I would be surprised if this one... Oh. I would be surprised if I beat it on my first try. Oh. It feels weird actually playing the game after doing all that setup. So, yeah, so this is a no items run. There are separate categories for the different, like, types, the different item settings, where you can play, like, aggressive items, vanilla items. I think strategic one means you get just, like, weaker items, but more, like, shells and such, as opposed to, like, your stars and your bills and your shocks. I can already tell I'm way behind on this one, but that's fine. we're getting into the swing of things. There was no guarantee I was gonna break all the records on the first try. Oh, that wasn't great. With no, like, external methods of doing shortcuts and such, because, you know, the lack of items is kind of a double-edged sword, in that I can't do, like, shroom shortcuts or anything like that, but I also don't have to worry about, like, red or blue shell or shock or powers coming from behind. I think overall it's a little faster to do with no items compared to, like, aggressive items. Because you can't do any major mushroom shortcuts, but you also just don't have to worry about, like, getting RNG'd in first place. This is probably going to be slower than the last run as well. But that's okay, because I just, like, Wii has always just been the tightest game to sort of exist in. Oh, no, it was very, very slightly faster. I don't know how well it shows. I don't know how well it scales, so I don't think it's showing up great on the stream. But that segment was, I gained 1/10 of a second on Yoshi Falls. You can see my sum of best there says 38 minutes, .88. It's very possible to get underneath 38 minutes, and I would at least like to do that. If not today, then, you know, at some point. That is technically a mushroom shortcut, but it saves so much time that I think it's just faster to drive through a little bit of dirt. Anyway. This feels a little weird. Just because I've spent, what, 4 streams now playing CTGP7, so to switch immediately back over to Wii, it's sort of a bit of whiplash. But I was just feeling a little bit fatigued with 7, doing all the score attack and all the blue coins. It's certainly not as fun to just, you know, drive. There's definitely a correct way to take that, and I haven't found it yet. There's definitely a route, like, onto that boat where I touch the least amount of dirt, and I get the least amount of height coming off of it. I lost about 1 second on Cheep Cheep Beach, which is certainly not the end of the world, but, you know. So, the last time I did this run was, I think, about a month and a half ago, something to that effect, so I really don't remember. Oh, that's not good. I really don't remember the tracks that I was really fast on and the ones that I could make improvements on, but I have a feeling that this one's already slower than the last one. Not really a positive way to spin that start, but it's okay. All things considered, I'm a pretty mid-level Mario Kart Wii player. I have, like, a couple thousand hours in the game, but it's, like, way more technical than I... Like, I'm aware of technical things. I'm aware of the technical aspects. I'm just not very good at them. Basically, the overall summary of how to drive quickly in this game is to maximize the amount of time spent in a wheelie, minimize the amount of regular turning that you do without being in a drift. Like, if you're in a wheelie and you need to adjust, you are going to lose a significant amount of time. So, you know, better to just already be where you need to be in the wheelie. And also, minimize airtime any chance you can get. This is that's kind of a universal thing of Mario Kart, but it is very slow to be in the air. Okay, that's another 5 seconds down, but you know, it's 1 cup of 4. I don't really feel as though it is of much concern. I wasn't pressing the A button, so I lost another little chunk of time trying to skip the intro, but that's okay. So, important strats on this course. I didn't do it right. Basically that whole hill is trickable. You can get 2 tricks, and very little airtime, which is, you know, that's an absolute win. You've got to kind of hop and then press the trick button off of that. It's just a matter of doing it at the right time. That was the worst of all worlds, I think. I got a trick boost, but I also got a ton of air and no trick boost coming off the ramp. I imagine this was one of the courses that would be way faster if you have the ability to get mushrooms. Like, you could hang back, get a golden, make it through the dunes at the end of lap 1, and then front run the rest of the track. That was not great either. Bounced around a ton, wasn't really aligned, but I got the double trick, which is what that's worth something. What are the damages? I lost about another 2 seconds on Desert Hills. Is it death by 1,000 paper cuts? Maybe. But, you know. Who gives a fuck, really? Okay, I remember this one is one that gave me a lot of trouble previously. The key bit about Delfino Square is that you can take the dock cut without a mushroom. But if you spend too much time in the grass, or if you don't get enough height off of the ramp, you just lose a fuck ton of time. That is pretty much an ideal way of doing it. It was a little bit shaky coming up off of the dock. And I have crashed into the wall there and kind of killed a run once or twice. The input viewer makes me kind of self-conscious. I feel like my driving looks okay most of the time, but if you know what you're doing and you look at my input viewer, you realize I actually have no fucking clue what's going on. Especially with regards to my wheeling, I feel like every time I do a wheelie or a trick, I'm fucking mashing the button and just kind of praying. I don't know if it's faster to get a mini turbo in that area. It kind of feels like I have to go out of my way to go around to try and generate that extra mini turbo, to the point where I wonder if it's faster to just wheelie. So the reason that linking mini turbos and wheelies are so powerful is that wheelies give you, I think, like 9% more top speed, but you have to accelerate up to it. Unless you're coming out of a wheelie, in which case you accelerate down, unless you're coming out of a mini turbo, a drift boost, in which case you're accelerating down, or you're rather decelerating down to it, so you don't, like, it's pretty slow to get from, fuck, I split a little bit late, that's fine. It's really slow to get from driving speed to wheelie top speed, whereas to get from like a mini turbo to wheelie top speed, it's instant. Okay. This is another big one. Just because there's a lot, it's like really long. I think this version is pretty, like, big, all things considered. Like, it usually takes 2:30-ish, which I've always found to be a little bit long for a Mario Kart track, but it seems to be, in terms of, like, especially in terms of, like, fan-made custom track designs, it seems to be that sweet spot that everybody wants a track that's, like, 2.5 to 3 minutes long. And I've always been a lot more appreciative of the ones that people think are maybe a little too short, like the 1:30 to 2:30 kind of range. It occurs to me I didn't change the audio mixing, so I don't know if my voice is particularly clear in comparison to the game audio. I hope that's not too much of a problem. It didn't look like it, because I know I do have the audio turned down a little bit on the Dolphin. But with this song in particular, with that, like, thumping bass, it's, like, really coming through, and I wonder if, it's really coming through on my headset, and I'm wondering if it's a little distracting on the viewer's end. Oh, I didn't get the mini turbo. Like, that just feels a lot slower. I'm sure you can tell. The experience of, like, drifting into a wheelie without the mini turbo boost to bring you right back up to top speed. There's probably a correct way to take that ramp, which is not what I'm doing. But I wouldn't know what that is. I hope I'm gonna be, oh, another missed mini turbo right at the end there. Am I gonna be a little faster? Am I gonna gain some time? I gained about 3 seconds. I don't know how much of that came from the late split last time. But other than that, I think I gained like a good 2.5 seconds of time. I seem to remember that I kept crashing into cars in Shroom Ridge, because I remember it's at the start of lap 2, going around this particular corner, there's a van that jump scared me every single time. And I just couldn't adapt. I refused to drive out of the way. Oh. Ah. So I think this will be my first time, if I can actually manage to complete this particular Shroom Ridge without crashing into anything. That will be a major boon. Yeah, that was the van coming around the corner that jump scared me every time. I know you can get some extra like tricks here because they're like ramps. I'm just not sure where that is. Like I thought that was a trickable area, but I'm not sure it is. Whew. Okay, good pace. I have 48, so I think I'll be. I'm trying to look at the timer and the split time. I'm trying to look at the clock and the split timer to determine if I'm ahead or not. I remember I've also crashed into that red car before on lap 3, trying to take that inside lane. Hey! 2 seconds off! From, you know, not hitting any fucking walls. Oh, my menuing! It's suboptimal! What's a gal to do? We entered the Star Cup in the original game. I didn't get a mini turbo. I'm still not getting mini turbos. Sometimes I feel like I have a really good, like, natural sense of when I'm going to get a mini turbo, and other times I feel like I'm way too early. There's a couple of ramps you can trick off here, but I feel like they put you in really inconvenient positions and maybe make you lose time. In terms of, like, height being bad. I don't know whether it's faster to take them or not. I guess I should look at, like, world records to see if there's any strats I can implement in terms of being shroomless. Because obviously time trials you have 3 mushrooms, so like, you can do shit that I wouldn't be able to. Kind of. Okay, so I'm at about 47-second lap? 46. Which would put me at 2014 or something like that. On the speedrun timer. Oh crap. I'm scared. Oh. Okay, there goes the did I gain or lose any time? I lost about half a second on DK Pass. I bet that was from the menuing, honestly. Bam. Thank you, Talon, for redeeming. Happy birthday. It's a very happy birthday to me. Because I'm on TikTok Clock, and that's a classic track from the classic video game Mario Kart DS. That's why I'm repping Rob. Oh god, that was terrifying. I forgot, yeah, that particular like little lip is trickable, and I've definitely hit walls taking that little lip at the wrong angle in previous runs. I say this as if I'm a fucking seasoned player. I have like 5 runs total in this category. And I think 2 completed runs. But you know, That's more. I've submitted more runs than anybody else in this category, in that I am the only one. Which is really the best kind. It's really the best kind of competition, the one where I win by default. Talon, what do you think about the audio mixing? I forgot to change it. Is the game too loud? Oh, it's a banger. I've wiped 1 3/4 seconds. Wonderful. Well, I'm only 8 seconds behind the PB. That's definitely doable. But obviously, most of this was the burning out on Figure 8 Circuit and Luigi's Mansion. Other than that, I think I am essentially on par, if not beating the record. It is fastest to just not adjust at all and take that completely straight through. 38.693. Ah, shit. Oh, that's a bad one. I lost a little bit of time from that. Oh no, the grass! Oh, it's ruined, it's all ruined. "40-second lap, so I will be back to where I was, I think. Maybe even worse. I think I might be about 12 seconds behind PB. It's Airship Fortress, and then the Special Cup begins. Oh, beautiful wheelie! Perfectly aligned through the entire section. That's a thing of beauty. It's a shame I lost about half a second. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Airship Fortress to end the Star Cup. Oh, if I'd have fallen off there, that would have been fucking funny, but... Oh. Oh, I've never taken that section cleanly before without getting scared of the flame pillar. Oh. Oh no! I think it's safe to say PB is not happening, but you know. There is potential for, in fact, multiple runs to take place within a single stream. This is surprisingly a fact of life. You can just do something again if you didn't do well. I am not going to die today. $44, so I'll be on what? 27:30, so I'll be 20. Oh Christ! I lost 15 seconds from that. Unless I'm completely miscalculating, but... I've considered doing runs of other short games. Why am I fucking reading chat mid-race? Jesus Christ. Okay, that's fine. I lost 1 second from crashing into the wall. I've considered doing runs of one of the short games I've played just to have my name on speedrun.com or something. A lot of my runs have been these kind of subsets of Mario Kart Wii mods. In multiple different mod packs I've done all DS tracks. Just because I'm reasonably familiar with them. So that is a strat that's faster on GCN Waluigi Stadium, where you like crash into the invisible wall to lose all your vertical momentum, because being in the air is so slow and you want your boost as quickly as possible. Oh, the dirt. I've been ruined by the dirt. I don't know if it's faster in this particular instance, because you're not bouncing off an invisible wall, you are actually colliding into a wall. But if it's not faster, I think it might be, like, the same. You just kind of... minimize your airtime, boost you as quickly as possible. Trying to decide whether or not those ramps are faster, and I think they might be by a little bit. Oh, no mini turbo again. I'm cooked. Let's see, 29.07, 45 second laps, I'll be on 29.54. So I'll be about 2 seconds down. Obviously I need to test it to check. I'm sure someone else has. There's probably a world record video I could watch that would confirm whether or not it is faster. What the hell was that? I tricked off of the side of the ramp. The Mario Kart Wii test community is one of my fucking favorite places on the internet. Okay, well apparently I'm really slow and that was like 2 whole seconds slower, and I don't really remember any major mistakes. I've always wondered why this was in the Lightning Cup in the original game. It doesn't feel that difficult. I guess it's just the sort of excess of chain chomps. But Lightning Cup has always felt like the really difficult tracks. And I've never seen Peach Gardens as being in that, like, caliber. Crap. Did I say Lightning? Because it's special. It's the special cup in the original. It's the Lightning Cup in vanilla Mario Kart Wii. Oh. This one's weirdly therapeutic for me. I'm not great at it. I'm not great at any of these tracks, but that, like, going around the flower beds and the hedges and the slidey mini turbos going into the final straight. 45-second lap, so I'll be on 22:31-ish. And I think I'll be another second down. Oh, Christ. Oh. 22:31, and I am basically a second down. Bowser's Castle. This one's a beefy one. After all the menuing and loading time, it's about 3 minutes 10. The pure race itself is basically 250 kind of range. It's certainly, in my opinion, harder than Rainbow Road. It feels like the actual final track in Rainbow Road is just kind of a victory lap. Because there's so much that could go wrong here. I think it is faster to skip one of those platforms. I'm gonna have to get out of the way. Shit! I didn't get out of the way, and I paid the price, and now I'm gonna be about 28. I think I'm probably gonna end about 20 seconds slower than PB. I mean, more runs in the books is fine. I'm getting experience, such as, please move out of the fucking way of a swamp when you know it's going to hit you, and you already said it was going to hit you, and you were correct in the prediction it was going to hit you. So there is a strategy that you do on lap 3. I suppose I could go for it now just to show it off, considering I'm already losing, and I don't think that's going to change. I think I mentioned it on DS Bowser's Castle and CTGP on one of the CTGP 7 streams. But you go into the lava to the right of the finish line to hit it early. I think it's especially faster if you have a mushroom. Hey. Oh. Okay, that is... Oh, fuck. It is faster shroomless. That is good to know. Well, if I could somehow make up 14 seconds, then we're in a great position. Instead of the full loop, because I think going upside down is really janky in Wii, it just sort of has this sort of spiral, which I think works a lot better. There's that extra shortcut which is saved if you have a mushroom. And then instead of the corkscrew, there's this road. It's just a bridge where you can just fucking trick on all of the road, which is awesome. That's one lap. 45, 130, so we'll be finishing with a 37, 38.50, so about 13 seconds slower. I do think speedrunning has gotten me used to that kind of like time math, as it were. Oh! That was definitely faster, but it was also a lot riskier. Oh, I even fucking crashed into the wall on the trick road. Okay, one more lap. Yeah, we're still heading for 28.13. So I think I might gain a little bit of time, maybe 2 seconds on this track. But, you know. Oh. Well, I gained just over a second and a half on the track, but I was about 12 seconds down for the overall run. My sum of best went down by 8 seconds, but I just fucked a few things up. Mostly it was Figure 8 Circuit and Luigi's Mansion. Considering what? Burning Out added basically 5 seconds onto those tracks. I don't know what I'm gonna do about ads. Ads are going to inevitably come up during the run. Unless I run them just between all of the runs. But then I will be running more than I should. I mean, pre-rolls are going to end in a couple minutes, and I would like to give my fingers a break and refill my drink, so maybe it would be a good idea to run an ad break before the next run. Yeah, we'll be back in 3 minutes to go again. Unless you're a subscriber, of which I don't think any of them are here right now. Oh. Hi, Trash. You are a subscriber, so you are. Okay. I need to refill my drink. I'm gonna be banished away in another 10 to 15 minutes maybe, but I'll watch a race or two while I can. No worries. I don't feel... Or rather, I don't think I'm gonna get, like... I think I'm gonna have a bit more stamina today. Yeah, I would like to get, like, 4 or 5 good runs. Just because... sometimes in Pokemon and with the blue coin hunting, I didn't feel like my errors were my own necessarily. But since there's no items, this is entirely just a driving run. I don't really feel that. I just feel like, ooh, I want to get better, rather than, wow, this game fucking hates me. Plus, this is a much more active category than Mario Kart 7. So I have it on decent authority that there will be more people interested in actually watching. I mean, I know that's not really how Twitch Discovery works. But, you know. Here's to hoping. Maybe I'll have, like, 6 viewers. I mean, I say that. My all-time viewer peak was fucking 9 viewers configuring my goddamn the CCGP 7 online lobby that didn't end up working. Yeah. I mean, not in a few days, but yeah. Hmm. Right. Ad is over. I'm not sure what the behavior of Libra Split is going to be when I press the split button now. It's not doing anything. I saved the splits. What if I open them now? Because in live split, usually it just like resets the timer. Okay, there it is. The sum of best is still working. I'm gonna give it another couple minutes just to stretch my fingers a little bit. I'm cognizant of the effect that video games can have on the hands. Alright, I'm supposed to... Well, just in case this is a PB and I end up submitting it. Here's the rules that I'm supposed to show. I have input display on. I don't have brake drifting toggled at all. I don't know what that means. Here's my Froome settings. The game mode is regular. And here's my regular rules. 150cc hard CPU, all vehicles. Choose courses, no items. Let's do a different Funky Kong skin. It's definitely between Jaxi, Link, and Chain Chomp. Do you have any thoughts, Trash? The spherical brother. Wonderful. Oh yeah, Tennis Aces. He was in that one. I think he's just a fever effect in Mario Tennis Fever on Switch 2. I have that one. I got it as like a birthday present to myself. Maybe I should play... I do have a capture card. There is just a recent console sitting on my fucking desk that I haven't streamed from once. I could play like World. I could play Smash. Bonanza? Oh, Bonanza? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. We need to write down all these random... Oh, I could stream this for next time we have nothing to play. Maybe I should write down like a suggestions channel. Okay. Let me get one more drink. Run number 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. I think a player who is much better than me is probably capable of getting like 36-30. One of my favorite skins in this mod pack is that guy right there, the fucking chimp from Galaxy 2. Alright, they added SNES Mario recently, that slaps as well. Okay, well the big time loss from last time, which was getting completely ruined by all the AI on this track is being mitigated, so I should be on par with the PB, if not a little bit faster. I do like the addition of a jump. I think it's just a continuity thing to make it look a little bit more like the stage that is called Mario Circuit in Brawl, but is actually just Figure 8 Circuit with a bit of a different layout and a jump. Jesus, how did I lose 3.5 seconds? What happened? There's not a lot to do on that level. There was nothing that, like, jumped out at me as, like, oh, this was a big time loss. Oh, I didn't get the mini turbo before I went in the water. That's not great, I'll admit. I think I'm gonna lose another second. Just the driving's a little sloppy right now. .22 each of the laps, so 107-ish. Usually add in about 15 seconds for the menuing. I think I'm gonna be about even. I was 1/20th of a second behind the best. There's really not a lot of variation in that one. I suppose it makes sense. The Mushroom Cup tracks being the shortest means I have the least to do right and the least to do wrong. I feel like Cheep Cheep Beach is the first one where there's like really a lot of variation going on. I think that was probably one of the faster ways to do that. It's kind of difficult to tell. How readable is the timer? Because I know it doesn't scale great on my end. I'm wondering if the numbers are like easily. Oh, that's a disaster. I'm wondering if the numbers are like legible. I'm on mobile and I can see it pretty well. Okay, that's good. I think I probably lost around 2-3 seconds from that. I think I'll be about 5 behind PB, which is okay. That's definitely workable. I'm not Maybe. Might have gained a little bit of time from that. Just because it's such a hilly area, and I get so much air, it can be kind of difficult to predict what the fuck is gonna happen. I gained just over a second. Or rather, I lost just over a second, which is perfectly livable. As long as I don't fucking burn out on this track again. There we go. Okay, a little bit of grass there, but that's fine. I probably only lost like a quarter of a second-ish from there. Because I was in the mini-turbo, so I accelerated right back up to full. The boundary can be a little unclear sometimes. I like that the 7 version of this track added back those like bulging boos in the paintings, because I think that was like originally in the DS version but was scrapped. So I like that they brought that back. I like seeing unused content get revived, like Gastrodon. The fact that like there's so much evidence of them designing Gastrodon like way before they actually used it in Gen 4. Oh. How are we doing? Have to remember to press the split button. Damn it! I'm still losing time! Was I just fucking cracked last time? What the fuck? Still praying for my peanut dinosaur son in Gen 10. That's so fucking true. At least make it Mega Breloom. If they made it Mega Breloom and it was like dragon fighting, we'd be in. But I do really like that design. Ooh. I can't believe they ever thought Mega Jinx was going to be a good idea. I'm so close to being a Breloom fan, I think a Mega would seal the deal for me. What the fuck is holding you back? Oh. I've always been a big fan of Breloom. And Shroomish. Shroomish is a funny fucking chud. Oh. Spooky, spooky. Don't get hit those. Boop. I lost about a second again. I like Breloom, but I'd never list them in my favorite Pokemon. They're right in the cusp between B minus and B plus and A minus. That's fair. I think A minus is probably a good place I would put Breloom. Oh, we're fucked. I'm so fucked. It's so over. What is even the point anymore? I feel like I'm always straddling that line between, like, really good startup boost and completely fucked it up. Boing. That's not great. 50 seconds. What, this is like 120, so I would have to get 40-second laps to get back on pace. And that's not happening. I feel like A- is like that kind of A- B+ range is probably where I would put most Pokemon. I love close combat. I don't really care about playing it, but I just like how it looks. I'm not much of a 2D fighter person. I like Strive, but I can't really also say that I like Strive considering I've only played one singular character in Strive for like 30 hours. And most other characters I know kind of fucking nothing about in terms of playing style. So I just kind of learn about them. Basically I fight everybody as if I'm fighting their character for the first time unless they themselves are also playing May. Okay, I lost about 2.5 seconds. I'm in a spot where I like 2D fighters, but I don't like playing competitive multiplayer, and fighting games hate having good single player. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't like a lot of fighting game single players. I've never beat World of Light before, I'll come to think of it. Maybe that should be a stream. Maybe I should do the fucking World of Light Nuzlocke. I think I would be pretty good at that. I would say I have a wide range of effective characters in Ultima. Chain Chomp in this level is, it's like he's coming home. I have a work in progress World of Light Nuzlocke. I should probably get back to it at some point. Good way of making me realize I actually really like certain characters I wouldn't normally play. Yeah, honestly most of the characters are pretty fun to play. Whether they're fun to fight is a whole different fucking story. But, like, I like most of them. I do have types. I have types, and I like heavies, I like swordies, and I like the combination of heavy and swordy the most. Okay, not the most, but like I do have a very soft spot for specifically Pyra and Ike. I like the heavies that do the sword damage. That's a good niche. In terms of, I do have a short but storied history with my local. But I just kind of kept getting salty about... Hold on. I gained about half a second! Yay! Yeah, I'm just kind of a salty person a lot of the time. I don't like to admit it, because I like to come off as chill, but I'm not. I get angry at myself and other people quite easily in a competitive setting and like ranked. Speedrunning, there's nobody but me, so it doesn't really bother me as much. I mean, there's other people on like a leaderboard, but you know, not this leaderboard. This one only has me on it. Oh, I think that right lane is clear on lap 2. Because obviously that right lane, as you go up into the tunnel, is much faster, but it's also usually blocked by a car. I think when you're driving, like... Oh, you have to be fucking kidding me, I was nowhere near it! That's bullshit. Is this clear on lap 2? It is. That is much faster. You can't take it on 103 because there's things happening there. I was looking over at chat. What is the reset hotkey? Cancel run. 9. Boop. No. Boop. No? Let me fucking hotkey 9. Why won't you do the thing? Oh, do I have to... Stop. Cancel. There we go. Ike is one of my least favorites, lol. I used to be quite bad with that, and I still kind of am, but I've had enough experience with tournaments to temper that a bit. I just need to know my limits and not play a bunch of something in a row, and I generally won't ever get salty. New point redeem, focus on the road. These are my rules, in case this gets uploaded to speedrun.com. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Chain Chomp, I'm sorry I failed you, buddy. You're getting another shot. 3, 2, 1, go! I had a severe problem of not actually sticking to one or a predefined group of characters in bracket. Like, I would very randomly just like switch to fucking Wario in bracket. I remember a specific set where I switched to Wario expecting to do better and I did way worse. Wait, they added Talking Flower? I just noticed the Talking Flower on the minimap. That's a skin they added? That's so funny. Onward and upward. But like, cause most of the time I was playing duo, what do you call it? I was co-maining Mario and Doc. Mostly Mario, if I wanted to actually win, but Doc was that was my fun choice. But then I also started playing DK, and then I started playing Cloud because there was a particular young Link that was terrorizing me in bracket. How do I lose 1.5 seconds from that? I feel like I did fine. And then one time, I just started fucking playing random. I remember I got a person to Gentleman to a full random set. And we were playing Wii Fit Trainer versus Bayo. The best I ever placed was 7th in a local that usually had around 25 people, which I'll take. That same local has started doing Rivals 2, so I may be going back, honestly. If you could maybe disable the 10 least fun option, I think I would always use random. Yeah, you can already curate what you get from random stages. Why can't you do it for random characters, honestly? I said that kind of jokingly, but like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, yeah, no, just do that. Let me do that. I don't want to play all of them. Oh! I had to take my fucking finger off this. I had to take my hand off the stick to press the split hotkey. I couldn't go back in time. I wasn't aligned. I wish I could map a controller button to split, but it's just not something. I mean, I could. No, I just could. I could map, like, select to split or something. I should really consider doing that. I might have to go through, like, a Joystick or something. Or whatever the Linux equivalent. I went to one Smash tournament years and years ago and I lost all my rounds, I think. I have a history of online. I used to host an online tournament series for a Smash server that does not exist anymore, of which I was the mod. Or one of the mods. So technically I have a number of tournament wins under my belt. From online and shit. My bracket demon in those online tournaments was a Hungarian Palutena player that I picked up multiple new characters to try and beat because I fucking hated fighting them. I like literally googled what is Palutena's worst matchup, and I tried to learn Diddy and Lucina. I mean, it worked. I think I'm pretty good at Diddy and Lucina, but also that was a good Cheat Cheat Beach. We're partially back on track. Changing the way you play to beat that one. Oh! Ah, fuck it. Okay. Wait. Here are my settings, in case this is a PP that gets uploaded. There we go. Chat is maybe not the best idea for this, I'm not saying. I don't think that was, I don't think that was necessarily a chat thing, to be honest. Oh, crap, I didn't start at the right time. Oh, they let me. I didn't have the window focused, and you can't do like global hotkeys. It's something to do with Wayland, which is a Linux thing that like you can't do global hotkeys. I don't think. Here's the settings in case this gets uploaded to speedrun.com. There we go. There we go. Yes. 3, 2, 1, go. Man, what if auto ad started mid-run? That would suck. Currently it's not set to start for 45 minutes, I think. Ish. So it will start after the run if this is a completable run. Something I've been thinking about doing. Ah, crap. Something I've been thinking about doing that I've seen a lot of my streamer friends do is like first, second, third redeems. But I think it would be a little bit depressing for someone to redeem third, like an hour into the stream where I'm like, oh, there's only been 3 people. Perhaps a little bit later on, when my viewership is perhaps a little bit more bolstered, shall we say. I don't want to think about, like, I don't know, I wonder if I sound a little bit greedy when I talk about, like, growing my viewership. I would like to remain a humble person, and I'm cognizant of how I might sound when I talk about, like, yeah, sure. Okay, well I lost a second again, so I don't know where the second is coming from, because that felt pretty perfect. Yeah, I have a friend that... Oh, my sum of best is completely screwed. Cause I stopped mid Luigi's Mansion. Even though I didn't split, I just stopped the timer and then reset the run. I don't know why they do that. Maybe I shouldn't think about the sum of best. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. There's multiple, like... There's, like, a numbered sequence of redeems you can claim. And if they all get claimed in order, then a new one gets added. So, like, if first, second, third all successfully get claimed in order, then she added fourth. I think she's up to 11 right now, because some people don't notice that, like... Hey, second isn't claimed, you don't have to claim third or something like that. So it gets claimed out of order pretty common. Whoops. I missed the mini turbo. This isn't a serious enough category where I even have to think about sum of best anyway. I think I'm gonna get rid of that from the overlay. I would have to go back and like figure out what the sum of best used to be for the Luigi's Mansion split that I fucked up. Maybe it isn't faster to trick off that. I don't think it is, honestly. Oh. I might switch to a different category in terms of like which tracks I do. If I'm feeling a little bit if I like have to reset a few more and I'm feeling a little bit stagnant on the DS one, because obviously this mod pack has basically every collection of tracks under the sun, except for like a few from World and 8 Deluxe that haven't, and a few like tall ones that haven't been ported over yet. Okay, I saw the message. I'll have to read it between races. I think that wanting more people to see your streams is totally valid. Monetization related stuff I could get, but it would be silly if you didn't want more people to see this thing that you put time into and share publicly. Eyes on the road! Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I'm putting a lot of human effort into being entertaining, and it would be nice if I could entertain a few more people than I am now. But also, I'm grateful for anybody who shows up. You know, it's nice to have a community where I know everybody because they are all already my friend. But I think it would be okay. I think it would be cool to perhaps absorb some new regulars that I am not already friends with. But I imagine that will come with time, considering I've only been streaming for just shy of 3 weeks. Oh. Ah, whoops. Feels a little awkward chatting when the chat is so small. Yeah, it is basically like this. Essentially, this whole stream has just been a conversation between you and me. Like, Talon joined once to say happy birthday. Norma joined right at the start to say she was sleeping. No one else is using it, I might as well give you something to read. Yeah. It certainly makes me feel like I'm doing something. And, like, I feel like I'm more entertaining when I have people to bounce off of. Having a conversation with you is definitely more intellectually engaging than trying to come up with something to say completely independently while also focusing on a fucking speedrun. I can't imagine a lot of speedrunners end up being particularly entertaining when they have something upon which to hyper-focus instead of, like, being instead of, like, focusing on being entertaining. Yeah, thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I'm gonna add like 7 new happy birthday buttons for my actual birthday. I'll like make the happy birthday redeem cost like 100,000 points just for the duration of my birthday. Nobody is allowed to wish me happy birthday. I'm sure I can make those. I'm sure I can make redeems and such show up on the overlay. I wouldn't know how, but I'm sure I could. The actual birthday bit is none of us acknowledge it, and then the day after we go back to happy birthday spamming. Oh my god. Lost about a second, all good. We haven't had any explosive errors yet. which is the important bit. I can claw this time back. Okay. Number 1. Boing. Hello, Knob. I see you type something. I can't read it yet, but I will get it at the earliest convenience. I woke up for a brief moment. You were in my dream. You showed us on stream a mod for some Pokemon game that allows you to catch all Pokemon, and then you demonstrated it by catching Miles Edgeworth from Phoenix Wright. Yeah, he's a Pokemon. That's fantastic. You might be onto something. Maybe I do need to make this a reality. 45 seconds, so we'll be about 12:02 on the speedrun timer when Delfino ends, so maybe about 2.5 seconds gold, assuming I don't fuck up the second half of lap 3. Oh, like that! Fuck. If these streams are being used as sleep aid, can we add a point redeem that plays Norma's alarm? I don't know if I have any, Oh, like, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make, like, point redeems that play sound and such. I just have the ones that don't really do anything. If these streams are being used as sleep aid, maybe I should run 30 minutes of ads per hour. Just just subliminally advertising to Norma while she's asleep. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for hanging out. Oh. I'm sure there's a way to guarantee that I'm both fast and safe, but I wouldn't know what it is. This is kind of the compromise that I've come up with, where you start off to the left where they can't really get you, and then go right through the middle. I really like Waluigi Pinball. Yeah, it's a classic. It's definitely a lot of people's, like, pick for best course. I don't know, at least in DS. I don't know if I necessarily agree, but it's definitely up there. What is my favorite Wii track? Honestly, they're all pretty good, except for, like, Figure 8 Circuit. I like Cheap Cheap Beach a lot. I think Yoshi Falls is overhated. I like Peach Gardens, DS at Bowser's Castle is good, DS Rainbow Road is good. Oh, that was a really fast one. Didn't even stop. There's hair blowing in my face. One of my hairs has come out of my headset and my fan is fucking blowing it in my face and making my nose really itchy. Oh, God, that was fucking infuriating. I hate itching. It's maybe one of the least pleasant experiences. I never feel relieved when I itch something. Fuck my dream. Fuck, my dream had some other thing that was really funny, but I've forgotten. Fuck my stupid Chungus dream. That was very slightly green. But now only about 4 seconds down. Oh, Shroom Ridge. Shroom Ridge is the halfway mark in terms of tracks, not in terms of time. It's a little bit less than halfway because the first half of the tracks are shorter than the second half. But it's close enough. Okay. You can get a trick there. You can't go on the right lane because there's a car. And then this second corner is much more dangerous on lap 2. I can't take the right lane because there is a giant van coming around. Like that. Best to take it wide to be safe. We're making good time, I think. Maybe it's okay time. We can this time take the right lane. Thread the needle. Okay, I think this is making really good time. 43, so it would be 17:33. Oh crap. What controller do you use? I use the 8-bit Do, 8-bit Do, 8-bit Do, 8-bit Do. No, not SN30 Pro. The 8-bit Do Pro 2. Mostly because... Hold on a moment. I could use like a Pro controller. On console, I would use Wiimote and Nunchuck. Because playing like at a decent level with GameCube controller requires you claw grip. Because you steer with A and wheelie with the You steer with A and wheelie with D-pad up. And I hate the feeling of claw grip. It truly sucks the fun out of it, out of the game. I could use Procon. I don't really have a problem with using Procon. But I use this one because it's a little more comfortable. I could also hook up a Wiimote and Nunchuck, but I don't remember where I placed my Wiimote Plus recently. In fact, I think I might have lent my Wii out to a sibling. I also had a phase where I didn't, or I just really felt like taking my laptop, like, playing Mario Kart Wii on my laptop on, like, a train, when I was going to uni. So I built up a little bit of keyboard muscle memory, where so I have, like, a fucking keyboard layout for this game. I don't recommend it, but it is very fun. Like, just the sensation of, like, pressing keys and making Mario do the Bing Bing Wahoo when he does the drive is very funny. Oh, okay. I think this is okay as far as DK Pass goes. We might be approaching PB again. Nope, never mind. Lost about half a second. That's fine. We're less than 3 seconds behind, so I'm not particularly concerned. The pre-rolls are going to come on soon. I would love to run an ad mid-run. No, that would be mean. I guess I'll just have to let the pre-rolls come on and then run an ad right after I fuck up. Or run an ad right after the next run. Bum, 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 bum. I also have, like, remembering I have, like, 2 VODs I still need to upload, which would be the Thursday and yesterday CGGP7 extended Blue Coin Hunt. So I guess I'll just probably upload all 3 of these tomorrow. I plan on having 3 broad categories of VOD. I have already made playlists for this, where it's like Pokemon, Mario, and everything else. Because I imagine the majority of things I play will be Pokemon and Mario. But, like, I've already played something that isn't both of those. And I plan to do more variety stuff. I have technically described myself on Twitch as a variety streamer. The extent to which that's true, I will let the people decide. Okay, gained 0.8 seconds. We are closer than we have been for a while. Still not leading on PB. Haven't led on PB this entire stream, but that's fine. Sometimes I'll lock back in and then I remember I'm supposed to be streaming. Okay, a little bit of adjustment for that level of alignment is probably faster. But it would have been faster if I was just already going that direction. Oh, that's probably fine. I think I lost about half a second. I got a ping to something on Discord. Honestly, I didn't know I still had Discord open. 38, so I'm gonna be at 24:51. No, 24:41 and about 3 seconds shy of. So I'm gonna lose about a second, I think. Which is fine. Although it feels like I'm losing about a second on every single race and not really making up time anywhere. That's pretty good. Gold split by 0.3 of a second, but it's a gold split. I think I might have fucked up my last run at about this point. So I'm feeling already less confident than I was 5 seconds ago. Jesus. Just make it through with no major incident, and I think I'll be up a little bit. Because I feel like I did something in the PB run that kind of fucked up my momentum. I don't know if I'm supposed to get a mini turbo out of detaching from the wall. It doesn't seem practical, just because the road is so thin at that point. Maybe? Oh! Straight through. $42.5, so about $27.09. Looks like I'm gonna be about even unless I really do something impressive. So I guess I'm misremembering and I didn't make any major mistakes on Fortress last time. Okay. That was 1/100th worse than usual, which is fine. That's pretty tolerable, honestly. I was basically tied with PB. I was basically tied with PB. I think that's the ideal way to do that, where you're just as parallel as possible and you go down super quickly. So I estimate my previous Wario Stadium time after menus are usually around 15 seconds per track. So I think I should be targeting around 220. That's 218-ish, so I think I'm faster than usual, actually. Like that, there we go. So I think this is improving the time. Not taking those ramps in the middle there. But it is definitely faster to take the first one, because there's less air time in total to land earlier. Okay, another 45. This one's a low 45. That would be enough for a 215, I think. Okay, maybe I'll be ahead. Maybe not. Maybe I will. That was definitely scary. Okay, I don't think I'll be ahead. If I am ahead, it's by a very tiny bit. There's every chance I'll be about a second behind again. Which is looking to be the case, yes. Okay, so I guess that wasn't faster. With regards to, the wall bounce. I'm not clear what the strat is there. If it is even faster to do the wall bounce. Or take those ramps. I should really, perhaps, get a bit of practice in on that track specifically, because it's just the one where I'm the least sure about where actually I am going. Oh, that was an extremely early mini turbo. Love to see it. Ooh. $44, so 128. So I think I'm gonna be about even. I don't think I'm gaining or losing any time from this. That little air pocket I got on the first lap in this area actually was faster. It got me the mini turbo earlier and more wheelie time. So maybe I'm gonna be about 49 on this one. No, I completely misremembered what my math was. 45 is within, it was a little bit slower than the first lap, which is kind of what I expected just from playing it. Oh, I missed like 3 of them. Yeah, that probably dropped me about a second. Okay, I'm gold split by just over half a second, so if I can find 2 seconds on Bowser's Castle and Rainbow Road, we might have a PB on our hands. It won't be a very strong one. At best, it'll be like I'm completely fucked it and I've lost right at the end. Oh well. May as well finish it. We're already this far. That feels bad. Especially when I'm talking about, like, what this could be if I do it right, to immediately, literally, just, I mean, what, fall over at the starting line. I'm gonna try not to think about it too much. Maybe I'll somehow drive the rest of the track so much better that it will be a gold split anyway. Oh. My hand is starting to hurt, so maybe it isn't a good idea to go long. Oh dear, I didn't get my mini turbo in. I don't know, maybe there's still a possibility. 56, so I'll be at about 32, and I'll have lost about 3 seconds, which is about what I would expect. I don't think there's a world in which I save 5 seconds on Rainbow Road. But, you know, we move. Oh, I didn't get any of my trick boosts. I got bad landings and completely bounced over the trickable areas. And I fucked that up as well. Oh, get in the crystal. Well, that's definitely the end of the run in terms of being able to win. But I'm going to call it here after this because my hands are starting to hurt perhaps a little bit quicker than I was intending them to. In terms of like mentally I have the stamina, but I want to be kind to my hands and probably cut myself off before I hurt them anymore, because carpal tunnel sounds fucking terrible. I would like to do everything in my power to stop myself from getting it. And if that means I only stream 2 hours instead of 3, then so be it. So I guess I should use this, this track as the, like, outro to the video. Hi YouTube VOD watchers, if you've made it this far into the video, you are pretty cool in my book. Join the Blue Sky, follow the Blue Sky. I usually post there. I didn't today. I usually post when I'm streaming, but I didn't today because I don't have any fucking followers yet. And, you know, it was kind of getting to me to be like, oh, there's the same other accounts that are looking for, like, follow for follow, liking the post. The vibes weren't great. Follow the Twitch. The link is in the description. And join the Discord. The link to which is in the description. I'm going to end stream soon after I cross the finish line. I didn't take a look at the time, but I would expect it to be running approximately, if I do really well on this track, then probably like a 38:12 to 38:15 kind of range. Oh Christ, that was fucking terrifying for a second there. Not that it matters, because I've already lost, but and as predicted, 38:15. It's not horrible. The Rainbow Road itself was basically on par with PB. I was down like a 1/7 of a second. That's totally within range. It just feels like a lot of those tiny little driving quirks kind of added up. I need to work on the like consistency of it, and also burning out and missing the mini turbo at the very end of Bowser's Castle and dropping into the lava without completing the track. Other than that, it was basically the same as PB. So yeah, thank you for coming, thank you for watching. I will be back tomorrow with maybe more of this. We'll see how I'm feeling at the time. Maybe it's time to return to Shovel Knight. I just wasn't really feeling a 2D platformer today. Okay, I'm calling it. Bye bye, friends. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time. I hope you have enjoyed. See ya. Have a nice day.